Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Des, King of the Pit TV signing in. Fallout Boy, yeah? We're listening to the Take This to Your Grave record from start to finish. This is the debut LP by Fallout Boy. You know what? I'm actually looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into this one. All I've heard of Fallout Boy is Dance, Dance, we're falling apart. And then I heard some tune on, of course it was on the Tony Hawk soundtrack. I heard, I think it was a cover of the Fallout Boy song. No, it wasn't actually. It was Sugar We're Going Down Swinging. And I think I had that off of iTunes as a single back in the day on my iPod. So, what can I say? I'm very cultured. I know the insides and outs of Fallout Boy. I'm looking forward to jumping into this. One or two members of this band actually have an affiliation within the hardcore circuit. So, like, some real deal hardcore punk sort of stuff. I think it's the drummer. I think it's like Straight Edge or something, right? Did a Straight Edge band or something along the lines of that. Regardless, tell that Mick. Does that even make sense? Tell that Mick he just made my list of things to do today. Let's jump straight into it, people. I might go a little bit quiet after this one. Realistically speaking, if I keep my recordings going, you won't notice it. But today and tomorrow and the day after, I'm not going to be recording because I got to prepare myself to go into the studio myself. So, wish me luck, people. By the time you see this, I'll have already done it anyway. But this is track number 1 of Take This to Your Grave. Let's get stuck in. Let's go. Was this put out in 2003? Because already this production, wow. Within the first 30 seconds, as soon as that vocal line comes in, you know this is the real deal. This is really good already. For a debut record, I'm speaking. Especially for a pop punk band.
All those words that kiss that bottle confess. Now ask yourself, yeah, out of the inside. Said I loved you, but I lied. Let's play this game.
We've got the harmonies. We've got the dual guitars. We had that little palm muted guitar coming there over the top. Great little developments. Already can tell there's some good songwriting right now and ahead of us in this record. This is quality. I mean, the belted vocals as well. He can't have taught himself how to sing. He must have been tutored, because what a great voice. Who is it singing? Is it Patrick Stump? Or is it Pete Wentz? Or is it both of them? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Sounds a little bit, I've said this with another band as well, his vocal performance and his vocal tone sounds a little bit like the dread-headed bass guitar fella out of Less Than Jake. I think he plays the bass guitar, but you know who I mean as far as the vocal goes. Sorry for all the pausing as well, I know you don't like it too much, but before I forget, right? I'm listening to the first records of all these bands I've never really properly checked out before. I listened to Less Than Jake's first record. I listened to Green Day's Dookie record. Now, that's not their first record, is it? But I've listened to that now. I listened to Blink-182's first 2 records. I listened to Bowling for Soups, and potentially more, right? And so far, this has got the best sound. This has got the best sound. I think I'm in for a ride of this being the best pop punk debut I've heard so far. And in regards to that Green Day record, I think this might clip it. This might clip it.
Look so cool as when you wrap your car around the tree. Your makeup looks so great next to his teeth. Let's play this game. Come when you catch fire. I wouldn't be to put you out. No, stop burning bridges. It's right over them, so I can't forget about you. So bury me in memory and smiles your love. So wrap it tight around your throat. So bury me in memory and smiles your love. So wrap it tight around your throat.
Cool thing about these bands, especially the good ones, is that the instrumental has to dumb itself down to sort of make it that whole pop punk, to simplify everything. I don't know if this is what you would consider easycore, because I've never been involved within that scene, but I could see why. As it is pop punk, and it is instrumentally, if the vocals were a bit different, you could make a punk song out of it. It's just distorted power chords, right? But the musicians show what they're capable of with this tight palm muted picking and stuff. But even so, they don't really expand into great technicality. And I think that in itself is a talent, not to show off too much. And I think it's really admirable, yeah.
So bury me in memory.
It's not about the instrumental, it's about the lyrical content and the vocal. Whereas the instrumental just sort of serves as the energy and the foundation of that vocal line. We got Dead on Arrival next, so let's keep things moving, people. Not going to talk too much, let's get into it. There's King of the Pit TV. This is track 2 of Fall Out Boy's debut record. What an amazing sound this has already. This is Dead on Arrival, let's go.
Hope this is the last time.
We've got lyrics here as well. Straight in with the energy, very good.
I never say no to you. This conversation's been dead on.
Just to stick with the theme, I'm not going to be looking at the lyrics because we only go by the audio here, don't we? So let's have a quick scan of the comments because that's where we're going to keep our vision. This kind of music, old school pop / emo, still rocks my world. Thank you so much, mate. Don't know about that. He's responded to someone. I miss their old music. Shout out to Brenda, one of the old school heads there. So yeah, this was out in a period where pop punk had an interesting blend with emo music as well. Very cool, very cool.
This conversation's been dead on arrival.
Or at least, you know, the second coming of emo in the 2000s, which I'm very familiar with.
And there's no way to talk to you. This conversation's been dead on arrival. You're so deep between me and this loss of sleep. But you, this is side one. Flip me over. I know.
I mean, this really is a music channel's wet dream, innit? This is so good, and this is so marketable as well. It's such a great sound. It's a really cool sound. I don't know anything about these bands because I've never really fallen into these bands, but I assume I could box them up with like All Time Low and man, I can't even grasp on the names of the sound, but this sound is very familiar to me in a particular time. Only thing is, this production is so clean. I'm really happy with this listening experience.
I'm not your favorite record, but the songs you quote like never stick at first. So I'm writing you a chorus, and here is your verse. No, it's not the last time, 'cause I'm never saying no to you. This conversation's still dead on arrival. And there's no way to talk to you when you're dead on arrival. We get so deep between me and this lost of sleep over you. This is side one. Flip me over. I know I'm not your favorite record.
I mean, we do have that emo element to it, but musically, it's a real uplifting sound. It's nothing dreary. It's quite positive and it's very upbeat. It makes me feel good. Makes you want to sing your heart out in response, but not in sort of like a dreary sort of way. More so just like a yes, these are my people. I'm here with the Outcast. I'm listening to Fall Out Boy. I'm happy to be, I'm happy to be this skater dude. I'm happy to be this emo girl. I'm happy to be whomever. It's a nice uplifting sound. It's nothing like, it's not like no misery. Even though lyrical content might, be quite contradictory to the sound of the music. I don't care. I'm enjoying the vibes from the music.
The songs you wrote like never stick at first. So I'm writing you a chorus, and here is your. Woo! This is side one. Flip me over. I know I'm not your favorite record. So this is side one. Flip me over. This is side one.
Hear that tambourine there?
Me over. I know I'm not your favorite record. The songs you don't like never stick at first. So I'm right.
How many records did they have out before this, like demos and EPs and stuff? Because they can't have just put some songs together and just jumped to like the world's best producer and had this record put out.
You a chorus, and here is your Here is your.
Yo, shout out, that was great. Feels good to have this as part of my nostalgia. That's a great feeling. I wish they would play this in concerts. Is it bad that I love their old and new stuff? No, it's not bad at all. Dude, I love FOB, lol. Saw him in concert with Paramore a few summers ago and they were amazing. Feels good to feel 14 again. That's a great comment, that. Saw them in concert with Paramore. Dude, I bet that was... how crazy is that? How crazy is that? Because these bands are still active putting out music, right? So they're still garnering a new fan base. But there's going to be so many old scenesters turning up to that. I bet that was super cool. We've got Grand Theft Autumn coming up next, which
Do the little things right and the
I think Grand Theft Autumn is a title I've seen before, so this might be one of their more popular tunes. It's The view count is more or less the same as the last track, but it wouldn't surprise me if there was a music video to this one as well, which we aren't going to watch. So let's have a quick browse. Oh, yes! There's King of the Pit TV signing in. Look at this. If you're around my age or nearabouts and you got onto YouTube back in the day, especially during the period where this music was the thing, well, maybe even not so. This was only uploaded to YouTube in 2011, but regardless, this style, I think it was Windows Movie Maker, right? Lyric video. Oh my god. We're in for a treat already. I don't even know what this is going to sound like. Let's check the comments quick. Man, this album was so good. I don't hate the new stuff, but I do miss these desperate teenage boy songs. And that's coming from Mel. You see that? We've got the market. Got lyrics there. Old Fall Out Boy's amazing, and new Fall Out Boy's equally amazing. Let me know how they changed throughout the records, because I'm not catching on to this new versus old Fall Out Boy. So let me know how it changed. I assume they did a Good Charlotte and sort of became pop music mainstream, because I was in love with old Good Charlotte stuff, and then after so many records it's wasn't the same, was it? Cool. Anyway, let's get into the music, people. Grand Theft Autumn, let's go.
Where is your boy tonight? I hope he is a gentleman. Maybe he won't find out what I know. You were the last good thing about this part of town.
Yeah, alright. Them lyrics were made for a MSN Messenger display name or a MySpace name. Oh, dude, that was hard to listen to. That I know a lot of people felt them words back in the day.
Thing about this part of town.
Come on. Let's go. This is heavier than it should be.
When I wake up, I'm willing to take my chances on who I forget that you hate him more than you know. Is I wrote this for you. You need him, I could be him, That's it, but I'm still trying. There's more than I can say for him. Where is your boy tonight? I hope he's a gentleman. Maybe he won't find out what I know.
I'm really amazed by. Tell me, who is it? Is it Patrick Stump who's doing the singing? I've got a whole record to listen to, so I'm just going to take a moment now to find out who it is. Pete Wentz is like side stage, isn't he? He's on a guitar or something, I think. Who sings in Fall Out Boy? I think it's Patrick Stump. But I am amazed by the vocal performance he's putting on. This is because they won't have been too old on this record. They would have been young kids. I don't know how old. Let's have a look. Patrick Stump. Patrick Stump is American. He is the lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist. Okay. Yo, do you know what's popped up on Google? Patrick Stump net worth. Let's have a quick peek, yeah? CelebrityNetworth.com says, it's probably so wrong, he's got a net worth of 16 million. There you go, that's that songwriting credit right there. That's some songwriting royalties, come on.
You were the last good thing about this part of town. Someday I'll appreciate it that you get on my ass and call you.
That bass guitar sounds chunky, doesn't it?
The meantime, I'll sport my brand new fashion of waking up with pants on at 4 in the afternoon. You need him, I could be him,
I never listened to Fall Out Boy back in the day, but this is making me want to wish that I really did. Because right now, with my big boy shoes on, I feel connected to this music. This is really good music.
Still trying, but that's more than I can say for him.
just looking out to the crowd. Thousands of screaming girls. Da-da-da. Blasting your power chords. Yo, Patrick Stump, you are the man.
Where is your boy tonight? I hope he
Come on, sing it with me.
is a gentleman. Maybe we'll find out. I know you were the last good thing about this morning. Where is your boy tonight? I hope he's a gentleman.
Should I check out Weezer next? Leave me a comment.
Maybe we'll find out. I know you were the last good thing about this morning town.
Let's keep it moving. Saturday coming up next. This is enjoyable. This is really good. So, what I'm going to say right now, you know. Des, King of the Pit TV signing in, track 4 of 12. We're listening to Take This to Your Grave, the debut record from Fall Out Boy. I've been getting into a swing of just checking out the comments every once in a while. So, let's jump into it. Because I want to let you know, if you've just signed in at this moment in time, I've been jamming out this record. This is a good record. This is a good record. I do my best to listen to this every Saturday. Gets me pumped up every time. That was 7 years ago. Do you think he's still doing it? This song is way louder than everything else on the playlist. I listen to blah 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 blah. You can feel the sideburns in this. Those glorious sideburns. That's what I like to hear. Can you hear the sideburns in this tune? Let's find out.
Going nowhere fast. Could be worse, it could be taking you there with me. I'm good to go. But it looks like I'm still on my own. I'm good to go for something golden. Though the motions I've been going through have failed. And I'm coasting on potential towards the wall at 100 miles an hour. When I say 2 more weeks, my foot is in the door. Yeah.
You know what? So I don't know which band came first. I think what's the band called? At Your Funeral. Oh, what's that band called? At Your Funeral, I will. Hear a little bit of that. Of course, they're both American pop bunk bands. Pop bunk bands. I hear a little bit of that here and there, you know.
You can't speak in the wake of Saturday.
On this tune in particular.
Saturday, when these open doors were open and dead. Saturday, yeah, when these open doors were open and dead. Pete and I attacked the lost Astoria with promise and precision. A mess of youthful innocence, and I read about the afterlife, but I never really lived more than an hour. When I say 2 more weeks,
Okay, let me say regarding the vocal, yeah? People say the melody draws you in, and then you stay for the lyrics. So the lyrics then creates that longevity and connection. Really hooks you to the song. Whereas the melody is the first thing you hear, and you're just like, oh, that's struck my interest. That's what's happening with this band. I've not really paid attention to any of the lyrical content. It doesn't necessarily speak to me too much from what I picked up on, but the melody in particular just sells the band and makes it a really pleasing audio experience. I really like the melodies. Proper cool.
foot is in the door. Yeah, all you can see in the wake of Saturday. Saturday,
Shout out to Pete Wentz, Andrew Hurley, Patrick Stump, and Joseph Troman.
I read about the afterlife, but I never really lived. I read about the
That's overkill. I'm not gonna lie, that's overkill.
afterlife, but I never really lived. 2 more weeks, my foot is in the door. Me and Pete in the way.
I think it was Patrick Stump. I don't think it was Pete Wentz. Patrick Stump did guest vocals. Don't quote me on it, because maybe it wasn't. Patrick Stump, I think, did guest vocals on a hardcore / power violence band called Weekend Nachos, which is like an intense hardcore act. He did guest vocals on one of their more popular songs, and I believe it's one of their more popular songs because of that.
Saturday, when these open doors are open, and then Saturday, when these open doors are open, and then Saturday.
Ooh, few fruity flavours there. You hear that? The falsetto. Homesick at Space Camp coming up. Yo, I just seen Sending Postcards from a Plane Crash. It's track number 6, and it reminded me of About a Plane Crash, which was a tune by Suicide Silence. I used to really like Suicide Silence back in the day, so if you want me to check out some of their later records, and by that I just mean like after the cleansing, I'm more than happy to do that. I think I got a couple of heads here who want me to do more deathcore, so that'd be a good start, right? Des, King of the Pit TV. This is track number 5 of 12. This one's entitled Homesick at Space Camp. The comments are turned off on this one. Oh, it's an official Fall Out Boy post. Not FOB Chili. Let's go.
Landing on a runway in Chicago, and I'm drowning all my dreams of ever really seeing California. Cause you know what's in between is something sensual and such non-conventional ways. Tonight the headphones will deliver you words that I can't say. Tonight the headphones.
Today, what was it? Tonight the headphones will deliver you the words that I can't say. That's a good line.
Deliver words that I can't say. A million miles away. Tonight is all about we miss you. We miss you. Tonight is all about we miss you. Now I can't forget your style. Your cynicism. Somehow it was like you were the first to listen to everything we say. My smile's an open wound without you, and my hands
My smile's an open wound without you. Bloody hell, he's going deep on the lyricism in this tune.
are tied to pages and to bring you back. Tonight the headphones will deliver you the words that I can't say. A million miles away.
I was listening to Deicide before this, so not only is this a nice contrast, but this video is currently saving as a lunatic of God's creation.
Tonight is all about we miss
Rock
you.
out, Fall Out Boy.
Miss you. Tonight is all about we miss you now.
I told my mate, I said, I've got Fall Out Boy's first record on, and he says, good album that, Now, Fall Out Boy, some talented songwriters. There we go. The emotional sing-along.
These friends are new friends are gone.
Did Fall Out Boy ever get put on any hardcore events, or did they just get straight to, like, you know, playing with the soft lads with barriers up and stuff? Because it's a good sing-along, but a band like this, you could get stage dives on stage dives, definitely.
These friends are new friends are.
Wow.
Tonight the headphones will deliver you the words that I can't say.
They should have pumped the vocal up a bit on that last chorus, I think.
Tonight the headphones will deliver you the words that I can't say. Tonight the headphones will deliver you the words that I can't say. These friends are new friends are golden.
Brilliant. Sending postcards from a plane crash. Brackets, wish you were here. Right, let's keep things moving. I might have a little breather. It won't make a difference to you because I'll be only on within like a second. But after this tune, I'm going to have a breather, get something to eat, I think. And then we'll continue on. Freshen it up, keep it all fresh. Right. There's King of the Pit TV. Fall Out Boy's debut record, Take This to Your Grave. What a fantastic sound. Like, really good. This one's entitled Sending Postcards from a Plane Crash. Wish you were here. Before I get into it, I've been listening to... I start off on this channel with listening to the debut for the most part, and then I'll listen through the discography from that point. But bands that do their sound well and have done well with their sound, you just find you're listening to the same song like 12 times over, listening to their record. I wouldn't say Fall Out Boy stray too far out of their sound, but songwriting wise, whomever is writing the songs, Patrick Stump, I think, primarily, perhaps, he's got such a great way of writing with melody that you're always in for a treat. I'm not bored of this record yet, even though we are sticking with, you know, chorus driven, power chord, easy pop punk music. It's not getting boring. It is always nice to listen to. Let's keep it moving.
I am such a sucker, and I'm always the last to know. My insides are copper. I kill to make it know. Conversation got me here. Another night alone in the city.
Oh, and for the people who are just joining me now, I wasn't into pop punk really back in the day. I've only just started listening to it via this channel, and so far from all of the like hard hitting pop punk bands, this has been the best sounding debut I've heard so far, definitely.
So make my bed the grave and shovel dirt onto my sheets. Every friend we ever had in common, I will sever the tie with you. You can't think you're lucky stars. Everything I wish for will never come true. When you go, I will forget everything about you. When you go, I will forget.
That tambourine enjoys itself throughout this record. It's somewhat subtle, to be honest with you, but when you catch on to it, you can't help but hear it.
Everything about you.
Got the rhythm wrong. Couldn't have been worse.
Turn this up, I'll tune you out. Another night alone in the city.
Okay, right. So, although the melody's great, it is also somewhat complex in a way that I'm not able to sing along to these songs first time around. I mean, some artists keep the chorus so simple, which is very effective, right? But can also have cons as well as that you'll be singing along to it within the second chorus, third chorus. With this band, there's a little more of a complicated chorus going on. Adds a bit more substance to the lyrical value. I think Patrick Stump, even though he's amazing with his melody, he's also very deep within the lyrical content. So I can't just connect onto the chorus and start singing along with him my first time listening. Do you reckon they put a digital camera on timer at band practice to take that band shot? Pete Wentz looks like he should be in Good Charlotte.
Every friend we ever had in common, I will sympathize with you. You can't make you looking star. Everything I wish for will never come true.
Let's keep it moving. Chicago is so 2 years ago. Alright. Uno memento. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Des, King of the Pit TV. I'm back. Couple of crumbs around the old mouth. Just enjoyed a nice lasagna. Chicago is 2 years ago. It's so 2 years ago. This is the name of the track we're listening to. Track 7 of 12 on Fall Out Boy's Take This to Your Grave record. We're enjoying it so far. I'm back after a little moment. I'm refreshed. Let's get stuck back in. Come on. Return of the Tambourine. Tambourine is underrated and underused in pop punk music, am I wrong?
My heart is on my sleeve, wearing like a bruiser that guy. My best weakness means that I believe every single line you say.
Plenty of space to breathe for the guitar in this first section. Dun, 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 dun. You hear that muting of the strings, guitar still going, still adding to the rhythm, to the toe tap.
Every pane of glass, your pebbles tell the gates for things I went through to avoid you. And every little pat on the shoulder for attention fails to mention I still hate you. But there's a light in Chicago, and I know I should be home. On the colors of the streets,
Great harmonising with himself during that section if you listen to them two lines there.
should be home. On the colors of the street signs, they remind me of the pickup truck out in front of your neighbor's house. She took me down and said, boys like you are overrated, so save your breath. Loaded words and loaded friends, loaded goes to all head. 'Cause every pane of glass is your pebbles tell the gates for things I went through to avoid you. And every little pat on the shoulder for attention fails to mention I still hate you. But there's a light on.
Cool use of dynamic in this song. Personally though, I wish this chorus section was boosted up a little bit. A little more oomph to it. I feel it's a bit anticlimactic. I'm sure the majority of people disagree though, because this has got a lot of views compared to some of the other songs.
In Chicago, and I know I should girl, you might hold your breath until your breathing stops forever, forever. The only thing you'll get is this curse on your lips. I hope they taste of me forever. There's a light on in Chicago, and I know I should be home. And all the colors of the street signs, they remind me of the pickup truck out in front of your neighbors.
That was incredible. I think that's where most of this view count comes from. That bridge section was amazing. So we just had the vocal line, which we've heard at the start of one of these songs prior. Very organic, great vocal, great production. We had this slow, what would you call it? Not necessarily a blend, but this, I don't know. We brought the guitar in slowly and surely, more than likely with the volume knob, if not just, you know, post-production stuff, which then turned into feedback. We let that feedback run just at the same time as the bass starts coming in. And the development from there on, we had another vocal come in. And it went for like double the time I expected it to. That was really cool. It goes on for ages.
You want apologies, girl, you might hold your breath until your breathing stops forever, forever. The only thing you'll get is this curse on your lips. I hope they taste of me forever. There's a light on in Chicago.
Then backing vocals get faded up as well. There's a great dynamic lead into that last chorus.
And I know I should be home. And all the colors of the street signs, they remind me of the pickup truck out in front of your neighbors. With every move now, with your body will be looking again. With every breath now, with your body will be looking again.
Who's on the vocal during this bit? Good tune, excellent bridge, possibly one of the best bridge sections I've heard in a long while. It was very inventive and just taking it from ground zero all the way. Here we go, we're blending this in then. Right, seems like we're blending it in. The pros and cons of breathing next. Right. There's King of the Pit TV signing in. This one's entitled The Pros and Cons of Breathing. From the outro of Chicago Is So 2 Years Ago, I assume the two songs flow into one another. So let's get into it.
Bury me standing under your window with this interlock in hand. Yeah, 'cause no one will ever feel like this again. And if I could move
Ooh, what was that in the guitar now?
again, and if I could
That da-da-da-da-da. That was
move, so
quality.
it would only be to crawl back to you. Must have dragged my guts along. They were gone by the time we. Whoa, I want to hate to have as much as I hate myself. You know that I could crush you with my voice. Whoa, I want to hate to have as much as I hate myself. You know that I could crush you with my voice. Stood on my roof and tried to see you. Forgetting
Beautiful lead guitar there.
about me.
I love that lead guitar. That's a beautiful sounding lead.
Details I don't want to know.
I don't know how he's playing it, but it could be played on one string. It's a so a pedal low note.
should be on. Whoa, I want to hate you half as much as I hate myself. You know that I could crush you with my voice. Whoa, I want to hate you half as much as I hate myself. You know that I could crush you with my voice. On my roof and try to see you.
I wonder if it was a group decision to choose this particular photo as their album cover. Everyone looking moody. Everyone kicking back. We don't want to be taking this group photo. We're way too cool for that. This ain't us. That's a moody shot right there. That's a proper band shot, innit? I used to be in a band, right? And this was it, right? My mate told me, because I'm in a band with him now, and we were talking about getting band shots done and all that, and how when it comes to music and stuff, you know, it takes a while to get to the centre, but honesty becomes the most important and purest form of the art. So, you know, even if you're in like a death metal band, if your nickname is Giggly because you like to smile, just be yourself, let it shine out, you know what I mean? You don't have to put on this mask. And we had a band shot one time years ago, and this guy who I'm in a band with now, he was cracking bare smiles. And collectively as a group, we said, nah, don't smile, man. Don't smile in these photos, man. You know what I mean? How shit is that? That's absolutely ridiculous. But this photo reminded me of that. Obviously, that might not be the case in this particular circumstance, but you know, when you're in a band, being moody is the thing, innit?
Forgetting about me.
Taking yourself way too serious.
Hide the details. I don't want to know a thing. Wish that I was as invisible as you. Make me feel.
As far as the instrumental goes, the songwriting is very good, because most of it is just, you know, 3 or 4 power chords just played in a really simple fashion before moving on to the next section. So in a way, it could potentially be quite awkward to remember, considering it's not like, all right, this is that riff and then there's that riff. It's more so just like, all right, we'll just play, you know what I mean, G, D, A minor, C, you know what I mean, power chords, and just drill that, which we might have in other songs and other songs, and we might have that same chord progression in other songs through different keys, and just like the pattern we play them in is exactly the same. So remembering that and still being able to write successfully with such a bare minimum approach to things, it's actually more complicated. Well, it's harder to do right than to say, all right, I just want to write some great riffs. In my opinion. I think these dudes have definitely wrote a few songs in the past prior to putting this record out, no doubt.
Wish that I was as invisible as you. Make me feel. I want to hate you half as much as I hate I want to hate you half as much as I hate I want to hate you half as much as I hate myself.
Quality emo lyrics. I know a lot of teenagers were singing along to this one back in the day.
I could crush you with my voice. Whoa, I want to hate you half as much as I hate myself. You know that I could crush you with my voice.
Grenade Jumper, track number 9. Let's keep things moving. That was a good tune. Good chorus, really good phrasing. This is a really enjoyable experience for me. Des, King of Pit TV. This one's entitled Grenade Jumper. We're listening to Fall Out Boy's initial debut record. Take This to Your Grave. Let's go. doesn't hit them falsettos much. That was the second time I've heard a falsetto from him, I think. And it sounds very pleasing, man.
At the end of the day, we come from where we come. Hey Chris, you were our only friend, and I know this is belated. We love you back.
Who the hell is this written for? I feel like I've been left out of the context with this one. I can't connect to this. They say, Chris, we love you.
And you choose to watch us play like a big shot talent, but at the end of the day, whoa, those busted lips we take back home. Hey Chris, you were our only friend, and I know this is belated. We love you back so. Hey Chris, you were our only friend.
Who the hell is Chris?
And I know this is belated. We love you back. I know you would be there anyway. So many scenes
I appreciate how they've got the band's name on the front of the record. I haven't seen that much before. I think that's pretty cool, and in a way it's pretty professional to put your name, your stamp of approval on there. I mean, they're not ashamed of this record. Their name is out there for the whole world to see. I'm a part of this project. So no doubt they thought this was something special. You know what I mean? Government names and all. I think. I don't even know, to be honest. If the guy's genuinely called Patrick Stump, that's quite a cool and bizarre name.
Hey Chris, you were our only friend, and I know this is belated. We love you back. Hey Chris, you were our only friend,
I can't feel this song too much because I don't know who the hell Chris is. And the whole I love you back in a gang chant. Or whatever they say.
this is belated. We love you back.
We love you back.
Hey Chris, you were our only friend, and I know this is belated. We love you back.
I wanted to make my own conspiracy over Chris's, but it might be like something deep, so I'll leave that to myself. We got Calm Before the Storm coming up. This is the longest tune on the record, so I wonder how this one's gonna go. 4 minutes 28. Bloody hell, it's a prog epic compared to what we've been listening to. I think it's the only song over 4 minutes, and it goes quite far over 4 minutes. You know what I'm like, I'm never too excited about the longest track on a record. Des, King of the Pit TV, this one's Calm Before the Storm. Longest track on the record, so let's get straight into it.
Outside my front window, this story's going somewhere. He's well hung and I am hanging on. There's a song on the radio that says, let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. What you do on your own time's just fine. My imagination's much worse. I just never wanna know what meant the world unfolded. With legs and fingers holding on to what escapes me, what
I like the harmonies in that bit. Drummer's got a nice little space here to have a little fidget. Let's go back on that. Am I the only one who doesn't pick up on like pick slides on guitars in the music of nowadays as much? I can't remember the last time I've consciously sort of paid attention to a pick slide.
And the sun burned at 2. This is me standing in the arch of the door, hitting that look that's on your face. But since there's another fool like me, there's one born every minute, there's one born every minute. What you do on your own time's just fine. My imagination's
Fall Out Boy is the emo cousin of Good Charlotte and McFly. No, not McFly, Busted. Busted is the happy-go-lucky, feel-good brother of Good Charlotte. And Good Charlotte's just the gothic punk rock attitude variation.
much worse. I just never wanna know.
And if you wondered why I said that, I might get into a couple of them bands. I feel that this is completely off topic, but we're on pop punk, innit? Good Charlotte's initial records, I think, is the yin and yang to Busted's records. I think production-wise, they might as well sound the same. Writing-wise, they might as well sound the same. The only difference is the tonality and the lyricism. One being a little more joyful and the other one being a little more miserable. Good Charlotte is busted with eyeliner.
The world imploded, inflated pandemonium. All my oxygen to flood of gas, suffocating my last chance to say. Between your smiles and regrets, don't say it's over. Dead and gone, dead and gone. Yeah. Come before the storm, set it off.
We've had some muted strings, strums in previous songs, but on this one it sounds really aggro and really pops in the mix.
And the sun burned at tonight. Reception lasts a war.
An inventive yet simple lead guitar there. Da-da, 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 da-da.
Set it off. And the sun burned at 2.
Like the sound of the drums there.
Come before the storm, set it off. And the sun burned at tonight. Reception lasts a warm, set it off. And the sun burned at tonight.
I think them screams and them harsh vocals don't work with this band. I'm not a fan of them when they come in. They just seem so... I don't know, I think it's counterproductive. I don't like them screams. Normally I would say, oh yeah, adds another element to the band. But Nah, cause them vocals, them lead vocals are so sort of, I don't know. I kind of want to say they're a bit nerdy, aren't they? Like this guy does a good job of being a representative of, you know, being the down and out, you know, stick in the mud, and them. Yeah, I'm not too fussed on them vocals. I don't think they work with the band at all. Especially because the instrumental tends to be quite major and sort of upbeat as well. It just don't work. Don't work. When they do come in, they don't leave. When them vocals come in, they go throughout the entire last chorus. That tends to be a running theme. That was Calm Before the Storm. That was the longest tune on the record. Next we've got Reinventing the Wheel to Run Myself Over. I don't know if that actually makes sense, but I do like it. I saw that title when I was looking through the track listing, and I thought it was pretty cool. So without further ado, there's King of the Pit TV. This is Reinventing the Wheel to Run Myself Over. 2 minutes 22. Let's go. And then after that, we've got The Patron Saint of Lies and Fakes, which I think is quite a popular song. Correct me if I'm wrong. We'll have to find out.
I could walk this fine line between elation and success. We all know which way I'm going. Strike the stake
This is a good one, this.
between my chest. So you have to prove yourself. You have to prove it to me. So now you're waiting up for him.
I mentioned earlier he sounded like a particular frontman I know. I know the band now, Saves the Day. Should I check out some Saves the Day on this channel? I'm not too versed on their material, but I reckon I'd like it. This sort of tempo as well. Like really good stage dive material.
You're wasting time now every time. Whoa, can't do it by myself. Whoa,
This might be my favourite tune on the record.
can't do it by myself. Whoa, can't do it by myself. Whoa, can't do it by myself. Whoa, can't do it by myself. Can't wake up to these reminders who I am. A failure at everything. 18 going on extinct. I know my face is nowhere you should roll. So now you're waiting up for him. Still wasting time, yeah, every time. Yeah. Whoa, I can't do it by myself. Whoa, can't do it by myself. Whoa, can't do it by myself. Whoa, can't do it by myself.
Come on. This is my favourite track on the record. Great energy to this one. I love the tempo.
Whoa, can't do it by
Say that, then we're going to a breakdown.
myself. Whoa, can't do it by myself. Whoa, can't do it by myself. Whoa, can't do it by myself.
Quality lead there as well. Few giggles and laughs at the end there. I like that. I like that lead guitar. That was really good. This one's the Patron Saint of Lions of Thieves. So, there's King of the Pit TV signing in, sitting through an advertisement. This one's entitled The Patron Saint of Lies and Fakes. This is the last song of the Take This to Your Grave record. This has been really enjoyable. I've really liked this record. I think this has been the best pop punk debut album I've heard so far. My friend has recommended me listen to Simple Plan as well, so if you feel that I should do, let me know. Let's go. That riff sounds like Is it Enter Shikari? Sorry you're not a winner.
I'm holding out and I'm holding on to every letter and every song. I blow myself out of the day you ever had to me. You feel with me. So then when it all goes to hell, will you be able to tell?
Dude, that sounds so like another song. And if you tell all your friends you got your gun to my head, what came first? Is it Taking Back Sunday? Dude, what came first? Hold on. You've got your gun to my head, and I'm not even too fond of that song, but I know that melody. You've got your gun to my head. Cute without the E. Taking Back Sunday. When was that put out? 2002. 2002. Dude, if this was put out in 2003, oh, I think it was influenced by that song. Quite a metal guitar riff as well. I like that part mute guitar there, and it opens up near the end of that section. Where we're going, it's just gonna fade it out, or we're gonna sample something, or we got like 20 seconds before the end of the tune. Nice, we're gonna have a nice slow drag out there. Yeah, cool. That was a good tune, I'm not gonna lie. And if this was one of the more popular songs they did, that's amazing. That melody and that chorus must definitely sell, cause yeah. If this came in 2003 and Taking Back Sunday did their thing in 2002, and Taking Back Sunday were definitely within the same crowd as far as the market went. I mean, emos love Taking Back Sunday, man. Which has got me thinking, I need to check out some Taking Back Sunday, and I need to check out maybe Under Oath, Funeral for a Friend, that crowd of bands. That'll be quite good. So yeah, that was Fall Out Boy. If you want me to sort of review what I thought of this record and see what I rate the record and so forth, I do have a Patreon, which you'll find in the description, hopefully, of this video, where, you know, you can find all the material ahead of time and so on and so forth. But regardless, I will be uploading on a regular basis to this channel. Thanks for being present. I'm signing out, people. Until next time.